cannot use this level. I need to make it in the first difference changes to test for greater causality. So the result here is not valid. If my, I think my result also shows that CAP is I1 right. Let me check. Unit root test. Oh, sorry. Unit root test, right? What's my conclusion already? I forget already. Yeah, I1 right. I1 right. I may double confirm. First difference. Yeah. CAP I1. How about INB? INB. INB also I1. How about BAL? BAL. Oh, these two. Okay. So it is a case, right? Let me check. BAL. Okay. Okay, based on hybrid test is I1 now. So okay, so I can make a conclusion, maybe it's a general one, is I1. So since this CAP with IND and also BAL are I1, so I can say that the result for my Brandon causality actually is not valid, right? Because I'm not first difference the variables, right? So what I should do, you have to first difference it, right? So how to first difference it? So you first difference the series and then you rerun the regression. You rerun the regression, see whether it's workable or not. So you rerun it with the first difference. Something like this, you first difference your series. Okay, so you first difference your series, then your result will change, right? So you can compare, because this one is you have an I1 variable, so you have to first difference it, only test for the causality test. Or you can proceed with the panel BCM to test for the Brandon causality, also can. That is the idea why we cannot proceed with the level to test for Brandon causality because of the I1 series. Level is not able to solve the spurious regression. Okay. So that's the thing. Yeah. So there is another panel correlation test, right? Which is based on this second one. So second option you click OK. So that is this is a newly, cannot say new lah. It's quite recent, widely used by recent journal articles, because this one is based on the individual coefficient. So there is a homogeneous cause against alternative Brandon causality as a rationale. So again, you have to first difference a variable before you run the analysis, and then the result quite different, right, compared to the common coefficient, because only one Brandon cause the CAP. INB Brandon cause the CAP. Only one significance, but not for others hypothesis. Only one. So how to look at the hypothesis is a rationale. These are the rationale, and I can say that all the rationale here not able to reject the rationale, right? All the tests here not able to reject the rationale, except the last one. So investment is Brandon cause the CAP, but no for others variables. Only investment go to the CAP. So this is the panel correlation test, panel causality test based on the DH. This is a DH panel causality test. Okay? Have you tried? So for first difference, right, just put the D right? D in the front and the rear parentheses. So now to finish the analysis part. So if you go through the journal article I shared, I think there are several interesting papers you can refer, right? For example, like the paper, what is this paper? Burgess, right? Yeah, Burgess I showed just now. Yeah, this one. For this panel configuration test. Right, so you can see, you can separate into different panels and to study the causality. These are Burgess. And then this another paper is talking about just now to show you just now. And then they proceed from the time series and then move to the panel together with the transitional unit. This is another advanced and then fully modified as well. So they can report the fully modified for each country, right? Fully modified. So now, what I want to share with you is another interesting paper which is going to little bit touch on our next week discussion. Is this one, right? Published in 2021. You can refer to this paper. It's a relationship between the tourism and economic growth for the BRICS country. So a pattern correlation analysis. So this paper a little bit really related to what we studied. So we start with I think we're going to discuss on this panel area next week, right? Panel area next week. So we're going to talk on this pooling group, and then and also the panel branching causality. This one, right? The DH. Yeah, DH. So you can refer the details discussion on the DH, right? So instead of the pool causality, so like the common coefficient is like what we did just now, the panel correlation test. For the first option is a the pool causality. So the difference between the DH and the pool. So DH is based on the individual ball statistic, right? It's different. So you can see the discussion here. What's the difference between the DH and also the pool causality? So and this is the panel ARDL approach. It means a panel ARDL model, right? Panel ARDL model is similar like the time series ARDL. We just this one is extended to in the panel setting. So instead of single country, now we can extend to become in a panel settings like multiple country or multiple firms. So this is panel ECM models. So we can study the long run as well as the short run based on this panel ECM. These are panel error correction models. So error correction models, you can see the short run impact on the dependence variable, which is the economic growth, right? So where is the EG here? Let me see the EG. Where is the EG? There's EG. EG is economic growth, right? Yeah. So the variable here is including the GDP, and then it's used to proxy for the EG. EG is economic growth. So the variable is changes in the log for the EG. Log for the EG here. So you can see these they're going to do the bound test for the integration for this error correction models. And so like the paper here, right, they will start with the discrete statistic. They will describe the variable, right? So like you did for your assignment, you can describe the variable first, and then when you describe, right, either you want to log the variable or you use the level form. So remember, for all the macro variable, we have to log the variable. Natural logarithm for the variable. Why? In order to reduce the scale of the variables, especially if you with the billions series. So you can see here the mean for the variable here is quite small, right, as compared to that's why they want to log the variable. Because like 7.9, because for FP, right, is quite high value. So you try to log the variable, so you obtain minimize the scale. So they will start with the panel linear test, right, by using the LLC and IPS. Yeah, and then level first difference is how they report the result. So don't just copy and paste the email outputs in your report, yeah. So you have to report the result like this. So this is where we report. Then you report your variables, and then you use the appropriate ID to log the variable, or you use the level. You use the level. Then after that, you also need to describe your tables, right? Don't just let the table like that. You have to describe the table. Actually, what is your result, right? What is your result, and then what is the stationarity result? So this paper actually is very good, right, for you to follow. So you can report the result like this, and then to tell us whether you have the I1 or I0 series. Then this paper that proceeds to the panel area, which we're going to discuss next week, panel area, and then configuration. They found the conclusion is configuration. That's not only that, they also shows the long run estimate as well as the short run estimate together with the ECT term. This is a proving group panel area approach. So there is a motivation behind why we want to use the panel area instead of the Petroni or the Johansson-Fisher configuration test. Because of the I1, I0 issue, like the time series, so panel area is just an extension idea behind the time series idea. So that is why they come up with these papers. So not only that, the paper also proceeds to use that the DH, like what you test just now, to test for the panel causality. Yeah. So now they just based on the level, right? So is it appropriate or not? So based on the level, but they found that all they are bidirectional between the variables. So FD cos EG, EG cos FD, very feedback relationship. Something like that. So this is the paper here. Then another paper is talking about this one. Yeah. Public debt and economic growth. I said discuss this paper already. Let me see. So this paper, we got lower income, middle income, upper middle income. So you can divide the sample, or maybe if you involve so many countries, right? You can group into two also can. Right? You can before that you can run some preliminary tests, for example, the unit test, CD test, CIPS test, to check the properties of your series. Then after that, once you found out that there is I1, then you can proceed to the, like for example, like the configuration test, like the Petroni. And this paper also use the Westerland. You can actually discover yourself what is Westerland, right? So it's not discussed in the class, but it's another type of panel configuration. It's called Westerland configuration paper in 2007. Then discuss the bit. Then in your group assignment, right, actually you need to discuss also what approach you are using, right? Not just copy paste the previous output and then summarize the result. You have to let us know actually what approach you are using. So what approach you have to describe, for example, like the panel configuration test. We are not expecting you to show all the test statistics, right? You can just describe like this. You can say Petroni proposed 7 statistics, and then yeah, it's time to go back home. Yeah, it's a between and then between, something like that, right? And then after that, you can show us your models and then show us your final models, right? How you come up with the final models. Yeah, after that, this we're going to discuss next week. And another one is asymmetric panel area. You also can proceed to the asymmetry as well. Yeah, so if you want to do, for example, for your another project or extra, you can proceed with asymmetric area. But we just stop here only to just touch on the grooming group. Yeah, actually the idea is asymmetric have their own motivation. Why want to use the asymmetric rather with the panel area format, right? So and then the result, you can see how they report the result with the panel unit test with this IPS, LLC, and CIPS. We cover all the tests here already, right? We cover all the tests and then the model with the constant and the model with the constant and frame, right? And then for all the variables, and also test in the first difference and also in the level. So level, first difference. So this is how they summarize the result. Then for the panel configuration test, we hint also, I think it's between two. This is between, and then we hint